What a dramatic day at the FIFA World Cup. We had 6 matches, a major upset, late qualification drama, and one of the tournament favorites suffered a shock defeat. Let's break down everything that happened. We'll start with the biggest surprise of the day. Ecuador 2-1 Germany. Nobody saw this coming. Germany took the lead early and looked in complete control, but Ecuador refused to give up. They fought back with an equalizer before Gonçalo Plata scored the winning goal in the second half, completing one of the biggest upsets of the tournament. Despite the defeat, Germany had already done enough to qualify, while Ecuador's victory kept their World Cup dream alive and secured a place in the knockout stage as one of the best third-placed teams. Next up, Côte d'Ivoire 2-0 Curaçao. The Ivorians handled the pressure brilliantly. They controlled possession, created the better chances, and deserved all 3 points. Curaçao fought hard throughout the tournament, but their World Cup journey comes to an end. Ivory Coast now head into the round of 32 full of confidence after a professional performance. Over to Group F, where the Netherlands defeated Tunisia 3-1. The Dutch started fast, scoring twice inside the opening minutes and never really looked back. Tunisia managed to pull 1 goal back, giving their fans a bit of hope, but the Netherlands quickly restored their 2-goal advantage. With this win, Ronald Koeman's side finished top of the group and looked every bit like serious contenders for the title. Japan and Sweden played out a 1-1 draw. It wasn't the highest scoring match of the day, but it was incredibly important. Japan showed their discipline once again, while Sweden fought hard to earn a valuable point. In the end, the draw was enough for both teams to book their places in the knockout rounds, making it a successful night for both nations. Group D also delivered plenty of drama. Türkiye produced one of the performances of the day by defeating the United States 3-2 in an entertaining 5-goal thriller. The Americans had already secured qualification, but Türkiye showed incredible determination and attacking quality to finish their campaign with a memorable victory. It was one of the most exciting matches of the tournament so far. The final game between Paraguay and Australia ended in a 0-0 draw. Neither side could find the breakthrough despite creating opportunities, and both teams had to settle for a point in a tense and tactical encounter. So, what are the biggest talking points from today's action? Germany suffered a shocking defeat, but still advanced. Ecuador completed one of the biggest upsets of the World Cup and booked their place in the knockout stage. The Netherlands finished top of their group with another convincing win. Japan and Sweden both survived. Ivory Coast moved on confidently, while Türkiye reminded everyone they can compete with the biggest nations by beating the United States. The group stage is reaching its conclusion and the knockout rounds are getting closer. If today's matches are anything to go by, we're in for an incredible World Cup. Which result surprised you the most? Was Ecuador's victory over Germany the biggest shock, or was Türkiye beating the USA your favorite match of the day? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What a crazy transfer window this has been. Let's run through the biggest moves making headlines today. First up, Manchester City have reportedly sealed a massive £116 million deal for Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest. If this one goes through officially, it's one of the biggest transfers of the summer. Parma have also completed the signing of young midfielder Benjamin Cremaschi in a deal worth €4 million, plus add-ons and a 15% sell-on clause. A smart investment for the future. Over in Italy, AC Milan have submitted an official bid for PSG striker Gonçalo Ramos. Personal terms are still being discussed, but Milan are pushing hard to get the deal over the line. Bayern Munich aren't slowing down either. They've reached an agreement to sign left-back Nathaniel Brown from Eintracht Frankfurt for around €55 million, with a 5-year contract already prepared. Chelsea continue building for the future as Marco Palestra is set to complete his medical before signing a long-term deal from Atalanta. Nottingham Forest have also agreed a deal to bring in youngster Boyd Fraser from Hearts after successfully completing his medical. And finally, one of the most surprising stories of the day, André Onana is reportedly heading to Trabzonspor on loan, with Manchester United and the Turkish club finalizing the remaining details. In Barcelona, where a surprising report has emerged regarding Marc-André Ter Stegen. According to reports from Spain, Ajax are pushing to sign the Barcelona goalkeeper on loan. The Dutch club sees Ter Stegen as their priority target, although there's still a long way to go before any deal is completed. Barcelona's goalkeeping situation is becoming one of the biggest stories to watch this summer. And now let's turn our attention to tomorrow's blockbuster World Cup fixtures. With the group stage entering its final phase, every match could decide who advances to the round of 32 and who heads home. Here's a preview of what to expect. We'll start with the biggest game of the day, Norway versus France. All eyes will be on Erling Haaland as Norway face one of the tournament favorites. France have looked solid throughout the group stage with quality all over the pitch, but Norway know that one big performance could change everything. Expect a fast-paced game with plenty of attacking football because both teams have enough firepower to produce goals. At the same time, Senegal take on Iraq. This is a must-win game for both sides. Senegal will rely on their experience and physicality, while Iraq have already shown they can compete with stronger teams. Don't expect either team to sit back. Every point matters now, and qualification is still on the line. Next, we move to Group H, where Spain face Uruguay in what promises to be a football classic. Spain will try to dominate possession as always, but Uruguay are dangerous on the counter-attack and have the experience to punish any mistake. This could easily be one of the best matches of the group stage, with knockout qualification hanging in the balance. The other Group H fixture sees Cape Verde take on Saudi Arabia. Cape Verde have been one of the surprise packages of this World Cup, while Saudi Arabia are still fighting to keep their tournament alive. Expect a tense contest where one moment of brilliance could decide the outcome. Finally, Group G wraps up with two crucial fixtures. Belgium face New Zealand, and despite Belgium being the favorites, New Zealand have already shown they won't be intimidated by bigger nations. If Belgium don't perform at their best, this could become another World Cup upset. Meanwhile, Egypt take on Iran in what could be a winner-takes-all battle. Both teams have everything to play for, and this match could be decided by the smallest of margins. Don't be surprised if it goes right down to the final minutes. So tomorrow promises another incredible day of World Cup football, 6 massive games, qualification on the line, and plenty of drama still to come. My predictions? I think France edge Norway in a close game, Spain narrowly beat Uruguay, Belgium get the job done against New Zealand, Senegal overcome Iraq, while Egypt versus Iran and Cape Verde versus Saudi Arabia could both end in draws. We'll find out soon enough if those predictions come true. That's all for today's World Cup Roundup. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest football news, transfer updates and World Cup coverage. Thanks for watching, enjoy tomorrow's matches, and I'll see you in the next one.